just keep getting out information. We stay level-headed. A lot more target individuals are a lot more level-headed than me, but I'm trying to get there, because I'm being tortured like viciously. They don't want me, putting these videos out. And like I said, like the video before this will show, I say that it's not because of my single little, YouTube channel or Facebook page where I put the videos on both. It's the example that it sets, because other TIs set that example for me, to keep on putting videos out, and so I do it, and I want to support the people passing out flyers and going to their city councils. I can't do that right now, but we need activism. We do need peaceful protests. The only way that we're going to stop this is to kind of get in the face of our city councils and our leaders, who can do something about it, so that they won't really have a choice, and there will be enough information about it so it'll keep their families safe if they do come out, and talk about it. Lots of court cases going on, but the more awareness that we get out, the more successful these things will be, because those people won't be as scared to make laws or to protect the citizens, and feel like they're going to be attacked, if they step up. But please, it is a plea from me. I'm not saying for me to save me, but there's so many mothers being microwaved. They have families, grandmothers, grandfathers. It's the whole spectrum of just everybody in America and other countries. So please realize that you're not patrolling dangerous people. You're not. These fusion centers don't find terrorist acts or terrorist cells. These are regular citizens who are being experimented on, in the center of all the vehicular stalking and the street theater or whatever, that are being very, very hurt, especially EMS workers and firemen. Please understand that, and please help us. Do not participate. Please speak up. Research this, please. I have a plea for y'all that just please research it. Please research the fusion centers. Please research the patents on directed energy weapons, voice to skull, and remote neural monitoring. This is horrible torture. These TIs that I talk to, they're strong, good people. Human beings as a whole, we all have flaws. We all make little mistakes or whatever. Smoking marijuana, it's legal. It was not legally right, but as a citizen, I made the decision, and I was like, well, it helps my health, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And I could potentially be fined, or the police could tell me something, or even be arrested. I was not like selling it or anything. And I understand, that was one of the main reasons I got on the list. But they're trying to make it a lot bigger, to where they're telling lies about me, like that. I mean, just the whole gambit, like just from being a terrorist to like that I maybe did something in my past or something like that. And these things are easy to check out. You check out somebody's history, their background. It's very easy. So this program is very it's very deceitful. So I just ask all those people involved in the fusion centers to please research this. Men of honor, and I understand a lot of these ex-military guys who do vehicular stalk me. They don't know that my brain is being pretty much crushed by these directed energy weapon attacks, burning, and like something's shooting into my head, past the nerves and the muscles, and really hurting my head. as you can tell, I mean, as I speak this morning, you know, but I still want to keep putting the videos out. I want to support the people who are doing really good work. They're crying out for justice in city halls and police commissioners' meetings. I know that these people, our leaders, like in our states, they're honorable people. That not all people go along with this, knowing what it's doing to citizens. So I do want to throw that out there. To please research this. Please don't participate. Please speak up. These are ordinary citizens who just want to live ordinary lives. And there's a huge lie going on in our country about this stuff. You know, it's not working. It's not catching criminals. It's not putting people in jail that need to go to jail. It's like attacking and microwaving mothers so that they look crazy. Their kids are taken away from them. Like I've talked to so many women who that has happened to. You know, I've talked to women who have lost their daughters, their younger daughters, from this. You know, I've talked to TIs who their children are being attacked just as them. So this program, like, I don't know when it first, and there's a light changing right in front of me, and I want to get those on tape so y'all can see the frequency of it, how it happens every time. But these aren't like, I mean, these are families, and what's happened is, I don't know when this program started. I know MK Ultra went away, and then this kind of reared its ugly head. And I do kind of, like, I got, you know, the big reveal when I started getting attacked was after 2008. It was like about 2010 when I really realized that I was being attacked by something. It may have been going on before that, because I had a lot of pain, like in my jaw and the back of my head. But the reveal to me was in about 2010. So I'm not quite sure, you know. But a lot of people say Obama's weapon. You know, Todd Giffen has a website called obamasweapon.com, and I know it really picked up, you know, around 2008. And what happened is, like, I don't know how long it had been going. I guess after MK Ultra, you know, they had started testing this microwave stuff, maybe even during MK Ultra. But now it's going into a place where they are, you know, people aren't getting caught for it. There's no accountability. So instead of just picking isolated people, they'll pick isolated people at first, but then they'll just start, you know, attacking their whole family. That really worries me, because I do see things in my family that, you know, to me, I see them as, you know, they've been attacked by the same stuff. The prime example is just after it was like the day after my 33rd birthday, my dad started experiencing the same symptoms, the ringing in the ears, the headaches, and then after a week of it, like his brain chemistry or his blood-brain barrier, you know, could not, like, it wasn't like, they keep hitting me, and I know they didn't mean to almost kill my dad. They were just, you know, hitting him, but it did lead to, you know, his aneurysm, and I'm like 1,000% sure of that. And I know, like, TIs will hear that and they'll understand. My dad will never know. He'll never admit that. And this light's changing right when I come up to it. You can see it pretty clearly. Like every light I come up to, pretty much. I'll get a green light and a blue moon every once in a while. But now it's like, and I'm hearing, you know, and I'm not gonna say the TI's name, but I mean his like 17-year-old son is experiencing the V2K and the attacks that he's experiencing. And then this light's changing in front of me as I come up to it, so I want to get that on tape. You know, it's become a big gruesome program where people are finding out they can go further and further with it. So now it's really, whole families are being experimented on in quotation marks. I think the experimental stage is over, and now it's like it's not hopeful that they're attacking families like this, but it will get awareness out, and it shows me that even the people who rolled out the program are like, well, let's go ahead and lay it on really thick, because it's about to come to an end. So let's get as much information as we can. Let's work this program as much as we can, because it's people are about to start taking to the streets protesting. They already are. I think there's another protest in Washington coming up. People who've worked on this technology within the NSA, whistleblowers are coming out and really talking about it, because I don't think they understood the scope of what they were working on. So please, just I do want to kind of put that out to people who are working for these DHS fusion centers. These are families. These are normal American families that are being attacked with these weapons. Please realize that as you patrol or think that you're fighting terrorism, this is using a lot of things that are happening externally in our world, to get us at each other's throats, and to really cage a lot of innocent American families. Not only cage them, but really hurt them with the directed energy torture. I don't understand, my main organizer. I don't understand the men who do it. I don't understand why they would do this to their country. But it's like, my main organizer, he's only gotten sympathy from this, while he's been sitting there torturing me for like 5 years in my house, and then remotely at the other place I have, building it up in the other place, and people support him and protect him to do this, and nobody listens to me, while my family's being hurt and all these other families are being hurt. We have to scream for justice, and people won't even listen to us. That's changing. It's changing right in front of our eyes. So we've got to stay on it and keep setting examples for each other. Other TIs have set examples for me. I'm set in stone in how I'm going to react to this and how I'm going to deal with it, no matter what happens to me. That may be why they're going after me so hard. But if you stay silent, I think you're even in more danger. I've even seen some younger men who have come out, and they are target individuals. I hear their stories and what's happening to them, and I can tell from my experiences that they are target individuals. But they've come out and been like, hey, I just have schizophrenia, and I'm sure they feel that, that's good, they're doing a good thing, and, admitting something. But the deal is that if you do that and you don't tell the truth, or you don't know the truth, and I don't think these young men or the people who do this, I think they really believe what they're saying, but I also feel like it puts them in more danger. Me coming out, it does certain things, like they go after me in certain ways, but since I am telling the truth about it, I'm not hidden and isolated, not talking about it, so they can't quietly, brush me off as in, put me away, and then it all looks like schizophrenia because I came out and said that, and there's one light car right there, because it is not schizophrenia. I mean, it's made to look like that. The program is built on, the system of psychiatry that we have built up, that if you think people are following you or caravanning you, then you're paranoid, you're delusional. It's built upon pretty strong conditioning that we already have in our society.